Hi everyone, and I'm just going to show you one of my little warnings. Please don't judge too much, but this is a house that nobody lives in. It's going to be torn down. We do use it for storage. I came in and this is where we store some things, and I saw this on top of my coconut oil. So I wiped off, I took the rust off, and this is a new development because it wasn't there the last time I was here. So I don't know what happened, and I'm just now looking into it. It's on that one as well. It looks like there would be mouse predation, except I don't believe that's it, and I'll tell you why. Looking on the floor, which is just an unfinished plywood floor, I smell bleach. And I think that one of the bleaches in this box has leaked. So that's what I'm going to look at and let you know. And if that's the case, I mean, it never was smart to put bleach on an upper shelf anyway, but on a chrome shelf either. I guess you always have to take into consideration there should be leaks. So I'm going to have to look at that and see what's up with it. All right, so I started pulling the box off the shelf here. This is rather disgusting. What happened to this bleach? Look at that. It's still got the cap on. It just, I don't know. It must have a hole on the bottom. And then as it leaked out, air went out and it just suctioned in. But could you imagine? I mean, unless this, no, the room didn't freeze because we keep a heater on in here. So that's not the case. I don't know what happened here. Let me call the expert in. Okay, so I took out two more. They're fine. And then I took this one out. I'm taking them out on the bottom because the box was falling apart. This one's totally empty. And that's what the bottom looks like. It looks like, well, there's a crack right there. But if that were the only hole in there, it wouldn't have been totally empty. It would have only emptied down to that point. Curiouser and curiouser. I mean, they say bleach doesn't last a more than, what, 6 months to a year anyway. So this would have been used up. But for this to all have just leaked out like that, wow. Okay, and here are the last two. I can get rid of the box now. That's what the bottom of the box looks like. It's stuck on there, and the bleach is like, has corroded. This entire shelf is going to need just pitched now. Well, maybe not. We'll probably clean it up. But definitely, ugh. Here's the other two. This one, doing the same thing. And this one is almost there. I'm pretty afraid to even open those because what if they exploded? And I don't know if there's a date on bleach or... Oh, let me check that out. Okay, so that's what I have as a stamp on there. 17024 CP3 1804. And then that looks like 170215R. And I don't even recognize this brand of bleach. I would have to say that my husband bought this because I would have never been able to carry, this box was sealed on the top, and I would have never been able to carry 6 1-gallon bottles of bleach at one time. But I don't know if there's even a company name on here. Champion Packaging, Woodridge, Illinois. Well, I've never had a problem with any other bleaches, and I can say that I've stored bleach for long periods of time. So if you know where this is from, may I suggest that you do not buy Majestic bleach. I mean, unless I would call them and say, oh, that's 10 years old, which, yeah, I doubt that. So I also have a concern too. What if my bleach had leaked? I mean, I've got one totally empty one and 3 that I don't know what they're doing here. But what if that had leaked and the vinegar had leaked as well? Like, wouldn't that cause some kind of toxic vapor to be released? So if your preps are in your house, this is definitely something to take into consideration. What you store near it, and always think about a leak. And I am always careful to make sure nothing is stored directly on the floor. I try to anyway. In some cases I have to, but I like to try to keep everything a little bit up off the floor, which is why I like these shelves, because they, you know, like you can put your bottom shelf way up off the floor. So that's about it. I'm just, yeah, I'm going to start rambling. Of course, I always ramble, but this time I'm rambling because I'm just at a loss for words. And if I were at a loss for words, I guess I would stop rambling, but yeah. All right, guys. So just take my next failure, another failure for me, and maybe learn from it. And if you're a chemist, maybe explain it. Now, look, this is fresh moisture here. So this one here is apparently leaking on the bottom, because that, you know, that was not there, and that'll very soon absorb into this unfinished floor. So another thing is, don't store bleach where it might damage your carpet too. Oh, I don't know. All right, guys, take care. Don't buy Majestic bleach.